Blazers, Nuggets, there is Nikola Jokic, Dame Lillard, both players averaging over 35 points per game in this one. More on those guys momentarily, but we start with CJ with the three and Norman Powell, the Blazers. They had 12 threes in this game. Off the pick and roll, Young Flame in sicko mode. As I mentioned, Portland with the many threes up 20-13 early. And then the Joker, Coach Mitchell. We know he could be the MVP. Didn't have his best game in this one today.
Well, he's my MVP right now, regardless of what he did today. And you got to expect guys cannot be at a high level every single second they're on the floor.
Both bigs going at it. You saw Nurkic with the hook. Two-man game working to perfection. Coming close to halftime, Dame Lillard didn't have his best shooting game, Coach Pierce, but still he was effective.
Well, we know he can do that at any point during the game. But it was good to see other guys step up. Dame will be fine, but to have a supporting cast is great.
Supporting cast like Nurkic, who finished with 17 and 6 in this one, did not foul out, only 3 fouls. Norman Powell, it was his night. He was flaming. Crossover. Ties a career playoff high with 29 in this one. Shot 11 for 15. Coach Mitchell, efficient and effective.
That's what Norman Powell does. That was a great acquisition for this Portland team from the Toronto Raptors right before the trade deadline. And if he continues to play like this, which he's capable, watch out Denver.
Saw Portland blaze and might have been Hoodie Melo. Actually, it is birthday Melo. 37 years young. 12 points off the bench for the future Hall of Famer. Take 3 to the dome one time for double-0. Denver takes the 20-point L to Portland. The Joker ties a season low with 1 assist. Dame Lillard, a career low that he ties with 10 points in this one. But Nurkic, the big man, he was the story. Stayed in the game, 17 and 6, 1 assist. Now we hear from Nurk.
How determined were you to stay in this game and out of foul trouble after the last 2?
I mean, obviously, 2 games in a row, I think foul out. Not a good look, not usually what I do, and watch the film and what I'm supposed to do, and try to show my hands as best I can. And, obviously when they make shots, I guess it's a great offense. And when they miss shots, it's just bad offense for them, right? So.
Well, I felt like your defense played a role. Do you feel like that was a switch that you made? Was you just worked really hard to show your hands more?
I hear some clowns saying I'm the worst defensive player in the league. So, I don't know.
Jamie Hudson, NBC Sports Northwest.
I don't know if I can talk about defense if he claimed that I'm the one.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I don't know if I can talk about defense. Some guy clown out there saying that I'm the worst one in the league.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm asking you about your defense.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out, am I play defense or they miss shots? So. Not there yet. We'll see, after the series.
Jamie Hudson, go ahead.
Okay, so with that, Nurk, what did you like about that side of the ball, but with your guys' energy and effort?
Like I said, in walking off, usually, in a good day, some 4th or 5th offensive option in team. Trying to fit it as possible for the guys, try to make the right play, try to be there for them on screens and extra passes. So I think when you're attacking the players and it's hard to guard and being still best offensive players. So I think that's a good start for us, particularly when we attack Jokic a little bit more than we used in the past. So I think it's getting him at least a different look to be able to guard pick and rolls, be able to guard post ups, and still score a lot of points. So I think it was just a good adjustment from game to game.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Nurk, I'm a little confused here. Who do you think was saying that you are a bad defender? Who was saying that?
I saw the guy named I guess he's analytic. What he is, ESPN guy Perkins. The big fella Perkins, Kendrick Perkins, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I guess in this league today, he'd be a mascot. So I don't know why he claimed that thing like that. And I like him as a person too. But the saying some, people don't understand the roles. We're not saying, I ain't franchise player here, right? And obviously you're not trying to let the people score, but to say that stuff, that was weak, man. I know he got to get, retweets and stuff like that, but I ain't here for that, man. Especially
where were you when you heard that or read that? And
I just actually found out before the game. I didn't even see that. So somebody told me, I don't know who it is in the locker room, and obviously I see Stephen A coming after me. He's sick of me. I don't know if I can do anything about it. Those guys do what they do, and I, respect at some point, but, I'm not worried too much about them. But, when coming from the guy who, like I said, couldn't play in this league right now, no even chance. And he's saying about defense, and I guess, no, I don't know. You tell me who he is, and I'll listen to that.
So is it accurate or not accurate to say that motivated you tonight?
And not really motivated. I don't know if I do anything, different from the game to the game. It just, I feel like I was more into not getting the fouls. I mean, right. not trying to just contest and be into him. But obviously, the more physical you get with the players to get 20 plus shots a game, they're gonna get their points. Like, I don't know, obviously we worry about everybody else, like to not be as scoreable like as a MVP of the league. So to me, that's when people really kind of tripping about it. And then the guy who if somebody really said who played defense in NBA, and I will take it. But damn, don't get me even started about him.
Just a quick note, we're going to keep going here, but Damian Lillard will be in the locker room Zoom call. I think he's headed in there now. Next question here is coming from Nick Krupke with KPTV.
Nurk, obviously, the other night had everything but the win for the fans. This one had everything about it in a rare afternoon game. How sweet was that just to hear the roar? It almost feels like we're back to where we should be.
I think, the only thing we regret with not winning that last game, and the fact that the game came so earlier, like 1 o'clock, it just was perfect. Like the edge was still there, the feeling, the gut, and just inside you that we lost the game the way we shouldn't play. It was just best for us to, get as soon as possible on the court, because you feel almost like back-to-back will help, but that's not there.
The last question is coming from Ryan Clark with the Portland Tribune.
Nurk, how would you say your familiarity with Jokic, having played with him and against him over the years, would you say that helps you against him defensively?
I don't know if it's helped. Like, I think that Mike and Tim Connolly did a great job. Like I said in the past, he getting so many screens, he getting, all the offense, every damn plays for him. So when you guard a player like that, he's a smart player, play at such a high level whole season. Obviously I know his tendency and what he's gonna do, but when he making shot over you or any player like Dame and Durant, like it's really hard, to make somebody stop when he's gonna shoot every damn time, and when you don't want to necessarily double him, he can really pass the ball too. So I don't think it's an advantage, but I definitely try to make him every game work for their points, right? But like I said, we're more worried about Gordon and everybody else and the role players to not get the game like that going. So that was probably the best part we did, like stop everybody else and obviously help when I guess they miss shots.
All right, thanks, Nurk. We're going to wrap there.
Thank you.
Wow, Nurk right there, maybe about to break the internet, said in the presser, just in case you missed it, if Kendrick Perkins was in the league today, he'd be a mascot. Apparently, Kendrick Perkins.
Bro, then your mother tell you don't repeat bad things, man, that you hear.
Listen, I'm the point guard on this show, so I just have to repeat what's said. I'm very objective. I have no say. However, you two gentlemen do have a say. Coach Mitchell, starting with you, your thoughts.
Well, look, man, it's obvious.